This is Jason with Chicago News, and this week we're doing the really impressive 2017 Volvo XC90 T6 Inscription. The first thing you notice walking up to this is it's all Volvo. It's got the signature front grille, the front fascia screams Volvo. You walk around to the side though, and this is a really beautiful modern interpretation of the Volvo design. Much smoother lines, a lot less boxy. It's a really beautiful SUV. One of the things that contributes to the great handling, at least on our test car, are these 21-inch optional wheels. Now, replacement tires are going to be fairly expensive for this, but this really contributes to the great handling. Now that we're inside this XC90, I can say with authority there's only a few cars out there, and they're all a lot more expensive, that have a nicer interior than this. So this is the nicest interior you can get for your money. It's not just the materials that they've chosen, it's also just how well it's constructed. You can see all this hand stitching, what appears to be hand stitching. I can't imagine a car that's mass produced like this has hand stitching, so maybe they've tried to evoke hand stitching. The wood veneer center console in the doors, two-tone leather. Again, some of the most comfortable seats. These are a little bit firmer than we've felt in some of the previous model year Volvos, but I think it's even an improvement. On top of the actual craftsmanship of the interior, the design is extremely clean, pleasing to the eye as well. Just a lot of thought has gone into the entire presentation of the interior. Hopping into this thing, it's hard not to recognize that Volvo has come a long way in a short period of time. They really have doubled down on their efforts to increase the brand's luxury, but safety has always been a concern. I think everyone's memory of Volvo is the boring old Volvo station wagon that one of your friends had. It was the safe, boring alternative. It wasn't necessarily luxury, it wasn't necessarily performance. This takes all of the safety and more, and then combines it with luxury and performance. So the transformation that Volvo's made in a short period of time has been pretty astonishing. When it comes to safety, not only does this excel at every single IIHS safety test, it's got 5 stars in every different configuration they tested in, but it's also got Volvo's IntelliSafe system. Lots of cars these days, even some compact cars and entry-level cars, are coming with a lot of these active safety systems, but Volvo is really perfecting them. And this car has automatic braking, it has intelligent cruise control, it has pedestrian detection, collision avoidance, lane assist, you name it. There's a giant pod in here, it says IntelliSafe on the side. It's full of radar sensors and cameras, so it's constantly monitoring. And if you're at a stoplight, let's say a pedestrian's crossing, the center screen will alert you. It'll show a picture of the car, it'll show you where the pedestrian might be coming from. So many different features are integrated into this car that have to do with safety. You can tell that it was paramount. This T6 Inscription version that we're driving has obviously a lot of features, integrated navigation. These start at $57,000, the T6 Inscription, which is an incredible value. Obviously you add some options, you're going to be paying a little bit more, but what you're getting for that money is incredible. When you have the navigation system, it actually tells you on the dashboard when you're coming up to a crosswalk or a school zone, and a yellow crosswalk sign will pop up to alert you. Again, a lot of cars are having 1 or 2 of these safety features added in. This has got them all. Another key to safety is visibility, and this has adaptive headlights. As you steer into a corner, the headlights will actually track through the corner for you. And they're some of the best headlights in the market as well. The theme that you're probably noticing is that just about everything in this car is one of the best in the market, and because of that, I'm not alone in this. This has won more awards than any other SUV in its class, so it's not just us that love this thing. As far as performance goes, there's a couple of different engine options. You can start with just the turbocharged version. This is the T6 twin charged, supercharged, and turbocharged engine. There's also a hybrid available, which adds an 80 horsepower electric motor and gives you 400 horsepower and also 27 highway miles per gallon. Well, this one gets 25. One of my only negatives is that there's not a V8 or V6, maybe a smoother engine option, because the thing you get with a 4-cylinder is they can sound a little bit buzzy. Now, driving normally, this is very smooth, very quiet, extremely luxurious, but when you accelerate, you definitely get that buzz of the 4-cylinder engine. Really great acceleration, really great engine overall, but it would be nice if there was maybe a smoother engine option. Small nit to pick though with such a great car. So again, for a pretty big car, coming up to some curves, let's see how this thing handles. Extremely impressive handling for a car this size. This has the 4-wheel air suspension option, and what that does is it actually has active suspension, so you can actually feel the car tighten up a little bit as you're, going through some corners, but has an incredibly comfortable ride as you're going over the bumpy parts of the road. In addition to being a car enthusiast, I'm actually also a bit of an audiophile, and this is available with a 19-speaker Bowers & Wilkins stereo system that's one of the best I've ever experienced in any vehicle. Now, other ones might get louder than it, and other ones might have more bass, but this has got the most balanced, tight, controlled sound quality that I've experienced, and one of the best sound stages as well. It's got a center tweeter with some mid drivers. It's got, really amazing looking speaker grills as well, so it doesn't just sound great, it looks great. As far as connectivity goes, this will connect to pretty much any iDevice or any Android device. Gives you full functionality to read your text through the center screen. Really some of the best integration, seamless integration with your pocket technology that I've seen. One of the best things about this system is the way that it's set up to switch between functions really easily. It minimizes navigation, brings up the radio. When I go back to nav, I just hit that button. Now you can maximize this as well and make it full screen, but this screen is big enough that you can leave it minimized. You want to use the phone, you just click on that. Again, really impressive features. The HVAC is all right here. Easy to use. Seat heat controls are all there. So this really has everything you need in one screen. It's easy to access, it's easy to use, and it doesn't have a lot of extra buttons. This test car definitely has a lot of options, and once you add it all up, this one, sticker price on the one we're driving is $72,000. But again, to have all of the active safety, incredible audio, air suspension, this has comfort and convenience packages, heated seats, heated steering wheel. When you really look at all the features you're getting, the performance you're getting, and certainly the quality of the interior, it's worth every penny. We get to review a lot of cars, and most of them are kind of running into one another. They all kind of look the same, feel the same on the inside. This one feels special. It's got a different way of controlling it. It's got a different level of interior fit and finish. Volvo's really stepped up the game, and the thing about even most impressive cars is that they're impressive right away and then maybe they wear out over time. This is the opposite. It's impressive when you get in it, but then it keeps getting more and more impressive as you use it, as you use the technology features, as you see the safety features, and as you experience the incredible interior. So this really has it all. Economy, safety, efficiency, luxury, and even value.